Hi, scholars! Here I am as Miss Vaseline with the Make 10 addition and subtraction video. So I'm going to start with the Make 10 strategy with the 10 frame, and I'm going to reuse the same problem for the Make 10. And that my problem today is going to be 6 plus 7 equals. So we're going to add the 10 frame, and I already know that if I put 5 chips on the top, that fills up the top. And then I can put one more, and that gets me the 6. But now I need to add the 7, so I'm going to fill up the bottom with the 4, and I'm going to count on 5, 6, 7. So now I know in my 10 frame, I already have 10, so I can write that number down. And then I have 3 more to get to 13. So there's how I can use the Make 10 using the 10 frame. Now I'm going to do this with the Reck and Rack. So I already have 6 beads at the top, 5 red and 1 white, and I have 7 beads on the bottom, 5 red and 2 white, to make the 7. So now I'm going to make a 10. So I'm going to circle the 2 red beads, the 5 at the top and the 5 on the bottom. That gives me 10. And then notice I have 3 left over, 1 at the top and 2 at the bottom. So I'm going to write my equation, that 10 plus 3, and notice I still have 13. So now I'm going to use the same strategy with a number bond. So notice I still have the problem 6 plus 7 equals. So I'm going to break up my 6 because remember, we always break up the smaller number. So 7 is closer to 10, so I want to break up the 6. So I already know that, there's my 2 squares to break it up, that I know that 3 can break a 6 apart. And I know that another 3 can also do it because it's a double of 3. So, so now I know that 7 goes with 3 to make 10. So I'm going to circle that. And now I can rewrite my sentence as 10 plus 3 equals 13. So now I can do this with a number line. Notice I'm still using the same equation, 6 plus 7. So I'm going to circle my 6, and then I'm going to jump it 7 spots. Notice I still get the same answer, 13. And then I can also notice that I've broken it up into that 6 to 10 part, and then where I started in the 11, 12, 13 as the counting on part. But notice even though I started at 6, that 10 represents all of the numbers 1 through 10. And then I can write my equation as 10 plus 3 equals 13. So one of the activities you can do is something that we've done in the classroom with a deck of cards. You can make your 10. So you shuffle the cards, you put down the deck face down, and where it says 1, 2, 3, 4, you put it face up. Remember, you can use as many cards as you can to make a 10. So 6 and 4, 5 plus 3 plus 2 would equal 10, and then you put them in the make 10 pile and you continue playing when you replace your missing cards with the deck. Another one is to use chips or markers to put the different amounts. You can fill up the board to make a 10. An example for this one would be, I have 8 red and I have 5 yellow on the bottom, and I would move the 2 yellow up to the top to make a 10, and then my equation would be 10 plus 3 equals 13. So now we're going to do 10 frame subtraction. So notice how I already have my 14 out. So now I'm going to circle 9. There is my 9, and that leaves me with 5 left over. Notice I'm still using that 10 frame. And just like the addition, I'm going to use the same equation throughout my video for subtraction. Now I'm going to take my Reck and Rack. Notice I already have the 10 at the top, the 5 red, the 5 white, to make the 10 and 4 in the bottom. So now I'm going to circle the 9, which is going to be the 5 white and the 4 red down below to make my 9. Notice I still have 5 left over, so my answer would be 5. So now I'm going to break the 10 strategy using a number bond. So I'm going to break the 9, but I'm going to break it by taking the 4 from the 14 to get to that 10. So when I do that, I can circle that 4 to remind me that that 4 came from that 10. So that means my other number to get to 9 would be 5. So my answer is 5. The number line, I can do the same here. I've already circled my 14, and then I'm going to jump it 9 spots to get to 5. And notice I still have the same answer, 5. I hope you enjoyed it for today. See you tomorrow.